Welcome to the ED channel, where successful entrepreneurs share their insights with aspiring entrepreneurs. Today we are back with Ron Finkelstein of Acris in Akron, the small business success experts. And Ron, it's great to have you back again. Today our topic is marketing for small business people.
Yes.
What is marketing?
Marketing is something most small business owners don't understand. Its primary purpose is to bring people in the door of your business. Its primary purpose is to get people to want to do business with you.
I always thought of marketing as what recent college graduates want to do rather than sales. But
sales and marketing go hand in hand. Sales is the engine, or marketing is the engine that drives sales. Sales is the implementation of the marketing.
Okay, marketing is a topic for small business people, obviously critical function of being in business for yourself. And it's also something that a lot of people in business want to ignore, they want to avoid, they want to farm out to somebody else. Yet marketing can be not only exciting, but it can be somewhat simple. Let's talk about some of the things that you've learned about successful marketing.
Well, marketing can be fun for one thing, and what makes people more inclined not to do marketing is they don't understand it. But marketing can be simple, and it also can be inexpensive. It can be your website, it can be email marketing, it can be a newsletter marketing, it can be putting on events, it can be writing articles. There's dozens and dozens of very inexpensive, low-cost things you can do to get the word out there so people understand what you do.
Okay, let's take a couple of examples of that. Let's take email marketing.
Well, let's use one of my clients. He was doing a lot of direct mail marketing, and he went to email marketing, and he took $50,000 in expenses out of his business by simply moving to email marketing and then using webinars once he got people's attention versus the direct mail telephone call concept.
How did he get into email marketing?
Over time, he noticed his market changed, his customers changed, his clients changed. They didn't have time for a phone call, but they would read a quick email. And just being adaptable to his markets, to his clients, took him into the email marketing arena. He tested it, it worked, and he went there full blown.
Okay. Let's talk about something other than email marketing. What other, call them inexpensive and in your face, they're right there, techniques that can be used?
Well, there's a couple that I like to use. One is public speaking. If people love to hear when somebody has a true message, and what it does is it gives them an opportunity to see if there's a fit and whether or not they want to work with you, and it's a self-selecting process. I get a fair amount of business just through public speaking. The other thing is writing articles and posting them on websites.
And that would suffice for an individual who has a field of expertise or a product that has a specific marketplace, and that person can write about their expertise or their product's place in their marketplace,
right,
and get that in front of people.
Well, and you didn't quite say this, but one of the problems that small business owners have is they try to be all things to all people.
Of course we do.
And you can't. How do you market somebody who's a jack of all trades? It took me 2 years to understand my skill sets are a mile wide and a mile deep. And every time I talk to somebody, they say, I still don't know what you do.
Okay.
The more focused I got, the clearer I got, the more specific that I was able to define my message, the more business that I received because people knew what I did.
Let's define marketing for a second. Marketing, sales, what really is marketing from the standpoint of a small business person?
Very simply, it's how do you get the word out to know so that people know that you're in business. And then the second aspect of it is, why would I do business with you? It's outcome-based, it's result-driven that says, what's in it for me being your client. And at its very simplest level, that's all marketing is.
Okay. Now, why do you think that many business people, especially at the beginning, ignore marketing as a critical component for success in their business?
I don't think many of them have ever been trained in marketing. If you're an engineer or a business executive, or if you're a consultant, and all of a sudden you're thrust into a new business because you've been outsized, downsized, right-sized, or whatever, marketing is probably something that you've never even thought about. If you're a technician starting an IT company, you know information technology really, really well. It either works or it doesn't. Marketing is one of those nebulous things where you learn to write copy, you learn to write headlines, you've got to start putting yourself in the other person's shoes and seeing things from their perspective. And that's not easy to do.
Okay. Is it also that many new small businesses start up where a person has left a previous company with one client with a, let's call it a big deal on the table or the prospects of a big deal. The big deal ends and they go, well, you know, I'm pretty good at what I do. I've got expertise. Where's my next client coming from?
That's exactly right.
And what about the aspect also of I have that expertise, but I don't have the time because I am actually spending most of my time deploying that expertise with customers or clients. And now I don't have time to do marketing.
Well, that's one of the fundamental challenges with small businesses. If they're really engaged in a project, they're not marketing because they're really busy taking care of their client. They really want to make sure they do a good job. So when that job's done, they come up for air and all of a sudden there's nothing there and they've got to start over again. What they don't understand is marketing is something that you have to do every day. Even if you only do one thing, you have to do it every day. Even if it's sending an email to a prospect, following up with an old customer to see if there's new activities, writing an article, updating your website, trying to find a speaking engagement as an example. You've got to do something every day.
To bring in new customers, to bring in new clients. What about something as simple as, I have a client, I have a customer, asking them who they know?
Mm-hmm. I love that referral marketing. I get most of my business through referrals. What a lot of small business owners don't do is they assume the referrals are going to come to them without asking, so they don't ask. I have a client that I'm working with now, and they have a great install base, they have great clients, and they've never asked them for a referral. So part of what I'm teaching them is it's okay to ask for a referral. This is when you ask for a referral. This is how you ask for a referral. And they don't always pan out, but you have an 80% probability of closing the deal versus a cold call when you're introduced into the account, because people will...
Sure, someone else thinks I'm good at what I do. I'm not saying that I'm good at what I do.
Right.
Give me 3 things that a small business owner can think about to look internally, in other words, inside himself, herself, or their small organization, their medium-sized organization, to come up with ideas for marketing, things that they can do that are simple, rather than looking for the complex, if you will. I'm going to go out and find a marketing firm. What are 3 simple things that they can think about?
I think the most critical of those 3 is defining the value that you bring to your clients. If you're not clear on the outcomes that people are going to get in engaging you, no matter what marketing you do, you're never going to bring the right people in easily.
Okay.
So once you define your message or your value proposition or the outcomes that people will get in working with you, you can do it as simply through picking up the phone and saying, hey, we did some business together, you were happy, would you mind thinking about, would you take a few minutes thinking about somebody you know that might be able to use my product and services?
Okay. Define value. Number 2?
Is the referral process.
Referral process.
That is the most inexpensive and most effective thing that can be done. And the third thing is there's some great business-to-business or business-to-consumer networking groups where they're really referral groups where they do introductions for people. If you find a good one in one of those small groups where they understand your business, they are like a sales force for you, and that can work very, very well as well.
Ron, what we're going to do now, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about some insights that you've been fortunate enough to get involved with in your newest book. And we're going to let our viewers click on the next icon for you and get to your newest book. So during that break, think about the things that you can do within your business to make more things happen. Thank you.